This girl faked a car accident so she wouldn't have to do my hair.
I don't understand these new stylists, boss ladies. They making all these money, scamming y'all, not washing y'all hair, not doing what they supposed to do, and y'all paying them.
What do you mean you don't want to comb out 4C hair?
We need to go ahead and make a documentary called Surviving Black Beauticians.
No, they need to make a series on new age hairstylists, because back in the day, 90s hairstylists would never.
I don't know when some of these stylists got so entitled, but I am sick of it. I'm not doing it anymore.
How did we get here? After not being allowed in white barbershops and hair salons, Black barbers and stylists opened their own shops to serve their community. Since the early 1900s, these stores that center around the specific maintenance of Black hair have represented the heart of social and economic success in predominantly Black neighborhoods. Even in times of struggle, these shops seem to continue to thrive due to their necessity. Madam C.J. Walker noticed the lack of attention African Americans received from mainstream companies when it came to basic cosmetic needs. Yes, there were hair products for Black people at the time, but they were made by white businesses. According to the History Channel, Walker differentiated hers by emphasizing its attention to the health of the women who will use it. She sold her homemade products directly to Black women, using a personal approach that won her loyal customers. The book Hair Story chronicles Black people in America's complex relationship with their hair. Women would shave their heads in an attempt to pass as free people. Then in the 90s, there was an uproar over the book Nappy Hair, where a group of parents called a white teacher, Ruth Sherman, a racist for reading the book to her third grade class because the word nappy was derogatory at the time. And now, Black women try to accept their natural hair and the styles that protect it, but society doesn't deem it professional enough. From the smell of the hair products to the jokes and advice given from the stylist, it was an incredible experience to be in a hair salon. Sometimes the wait times were long, but there was nothing like getting away for a few hours to get pampered by and gossip with your stylist and other customers. Senegalese twists, faux locks, perms, weaves, bantu knots, braids are all part of the identity of Black heritage, and the styles are common in pop culture. So you'd think hairstylists would be easy to come by. Hair shops are still around, but some people prefer stylists with one-on-one appointments where they are not simultaneously working on multiple clients. To get that personal appointment, some stylists do hair in their home or a business center where they have a private room. Finding these solo stylists seemed to become easier with the advent of social media and online appointment booking. These stylists started popping up all over Instagram. The hairstyles were looking great, reviews were amazing, they could work whenever they wanted, and they seemed to make a great living. Business was booming. So why does there now seem to be a divide between Instagram stylists and prospective clientele?
Oh, it's because you guys don't provide a luxury experience. Y'all don't even wash hair. Y'all are haters. Because the only people that I see on my newsfeed that are returning back to jobs and 9-to-5s are Black entrepreneurs, and you're happy that they're failing?
As some of these stylist followings grew and more people wanted their hair done, more rules, higher prices, and attitudes allegedly came into play. Clients are now speaking out and running to social media to share their grievances.
I only wanted like 10 straight to the back, and on average, anytime I've ever gotten that done, it cost me about $50. And how in the heck did you get to the cost of $180? And her reasoning was because I have thick hair. When your stuff is not set in stone on your site, it makes me feel like you're charging different people different things. She says that she's not even going to touch your head until you pay the entire cost of the service up front.
This has been a growing issue in the Black community. A lot of women will skip going to a stylist altogether if they've heard she's had an attitude, or lose out on their appointment and deposit after the stylist puts in place an excessive amount of rules and guidelines. There are multiple TikToks of people talking about their experiences with these new age stylists, racking up millions of views. These poor reviews seem to have started affecting some stylists financially and have forced some of them to revert back to regular 9-to-5 jobs. This video went viral and drew a range of responses from the community.
But a lot of these girls have a Walmart mentality and that they think they're providing necessities. No, as a reminder, you are providing a luxury, and we don't have to beg you to be here. If you don't want my money hand over fist, that's fine.
Us corporate sisters are getting a little tired of this whole conversation and y'all belittling the way we get bread. A 9-to-5 is not a failure. This disrespect of the way regular people get money is probably why y'all treated y'all customers like trash.
Like with barbers and stuff, we don't really be having these issues that y'all be having. Y'all be having to go through so much, it seemed like. And then like it's seeming like the girls who actually do the hair, they like don't like y'all for real.
At this point, I've paid a $50 deposit, and I have now waited an hour and 5 minutes in this same spot and am actively being ghosted by this stylist sitting outside of the salon.
The internet is divided. Some don't think it's right to bash the stylist and think it's best to find someone else if you had issues at your previous appointment.
I'm not a late stylist. You book at 9, I expect your ass in my chair at 9 o'clock. And then be mad about late fees. What you mean? Because I ain't gonna take off money if I'm late for my next client, but it ain't coming out of my pocket. It's gonna come out of yours. So how is that unprofessional?
Others believe the actions from stylists today are not up to par with the services they received from hair shops back in the day.
All the stylists had their own salons and they had their licenses posted up at the door. They had an assistant that would greet you at the door and book your appointments, and they would also have an assistant that was on wash and hair duty, and they would slay no less than 5 women at the same time.
The situation is so bad that now creators are making parody videos based on these very real interactions actual customers have.
By this time, it's about 45 minutes, and I've just been sitting in her chair, and I'm just ready to get this day over with. And so she comes in late with an attitude and fast food, typical Instagram's hairstylist combo pack. She proceeds to eat her food because on her booking website, it says that she can't work on an empty stomach, and clients will be charged if they expect her to.
To avoid the drama associated with these new age hair appointments, some clients are choosing to return to old-fashioned hair salon, and others are learning how to do their hair themselves, leaving the salon industry behind altogether.
Nobody wants to see businesses fail unless the business is bad.